Hey Gemini. Hey, welcome to you and welcome to your reading. All right, so I am recording this on during the Virgo eclipse, and man, it's been a weird one. It's been a weird one. So I did not sleep last night, but I'm being called to do this reading for you, so we're gonna go ahead and do that today. I'm getting an image in from Spirit, and there's a particular scene that's happening here that I find really interesting. So what they're showing me is essentially like as if we're coming into a bowling alley. Okay. And we're in this bowling alley. It seems like, people are bowling, there's things going on. Everything seems very like normal about this scene. And as I'm kind of coming into this energy or coming into this scene, I'm seeing a person who is bowling, okay? And they have their own lane. It's just this one person. And they're taking their bowling ball, they're, kind of releasing it down the lane. And as they're doing it, they get a perfect strike, and I hear the word strike. And Spirit is also saying here two things that are very clear. One, Spirit is saying that you, Gemini, are the bowling ball, okay? And you just got a strike, or there was just a strike. And then the other bit that was important is that the person who's bowling isn't you, okay? So whoever is actually doing the bowling, because you're the bowling ball, okay? And that's what Spirit's saying. So I find that all really interesting, and I don't know what this means yet. Like, we're gonna try and unravel this during this reading. But the other thing they're showing me is this person, like, as soon as they get the strike, they seem very content, very happy with themselves. I see them like go to dust off their hands. They're kind of like pretty happy with themselves, and they turn around, and I guess they have like a soft drink or a soda like sitting on the table there, and they end up knocking it over. And so I don't know why that feels really specific to someone, like a soft drink being spilled. It feels really specific to someone, but Spirit wanted to send that through. So if that's for you, then this is definitely your reading. Okay, so I have that coming in. The other image they showed me, and it's really interesting, but I had this like my own personal experience. I think it was yesterday, where I went to the grocery store and I got what I thought was an orange, and then I opened it up and it turned out it was a blood orange, or at least the inside of the orange was like extremely red. Okay, because I don't know, I was kind of just doing my thing. I really wasn't paying attention. I don't even know. I just picked it up. Once I, came home and started like wanting to eat this orange, that's what I noticed when I opened it up. And so I don't know, it's really interesting. There's something about this bowling ball, about this orange, about something inside that seems surprising. The orange was really delicious, in fact. Really sweet, I think unexpectedly. But yeah, I have a lot of questions about this, so let's get into it a little bit more. I want to build out this scene just a little bit more, and this theme a little bit more for you, because I don't understand how these connect, and Spirit's not telling me. They're telling me that I have to kind of unfold it with you. So this card. Okay, so we have this card. Okay, it says trunk. It says stability, loyalty, reliability. Is that upright? It's a little bit upright and reverse. Interesting. This feels like it's related to the bowler. Yeah, this is really interesting. It's almost like, I don't know, that seemed to be working out just fine, but, and then cauldron, what's the other one? We have cauldron. We have, it says creation, opportunity, caring. Yeah, I feel like this bowler is someone you actually care about. This feels connected. I actually feel like this is some like, this could be, the bowler can represent anything. It could be another person. It could be a situation, an event, like it could be anything, okay? However this like resonates for you, this energy, but it feels like you actually really care about it. And I just get the sense like, I don't know. I feel like the strike should be good, but I feel like Spirit has some notes on this that I feel like they really want to talk with you about this energy. It almost feels like, I don't know, there is some sort of like connection and some sort of synergy to this energy overall between you as the bowling ball and the bowler, but I don't know. It just, something feels a little off here, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Spirit, can we put a finger on it? Okay, they're saying yes. Okay, let's get into this a little bit more. Spirit, what's going well really quickly? I want to ask, what's going well for Gemini within this energy or within this next 2 weeks, which is when this reading applies for you? What's going well for them? This card? Oh, that card is really strong. Okay, Knight of Swords, upright, reverse. This one. All right, second card, hold on. Upright, Page of Wands. This is interesting. Can we get one more? Yeah, one more. Okay, hold on. This energy is so interesting. It's almost like it's coming through as like you're not overthinking a direction you're going in right now, which actually doesn't feel like a bad thing, but I feel like there's something a little bit deeper here. Hold on. This card. Page of Pentacles and the Sun. Ooh, I like that. Page of Pentacles upright. I really like it. Is this trust? Okay, I feel like there's a trust here. There's something you're trusting. I feel like, again, you're not overthinking it here with this Knight of Swords in reverse, which actually, it's interesting because I feel like that's the right, I feel like I feel like your perspective is right, but I do feel like there's something that does want to come in here. Like this Knight of Swords, they're also showing it upright. It's like, I feel like there's something a little bit that needs to be looked at here. This is coming through with wanting you to do a little bit of review through this reading, not for you necessarily to do it, but for us to do it together kind of through this reading. Because I feel like there's something here, I can't quite put my finger on it. And I think that's what's like bothering me. It's a little bit like something you're not quite seeing, okay? But I feel like the energy is really good. Again, we got this Sun card, so it actually feels really aligned. It's almost like these two people are, as the way Spirit's showing it to me, like they're all looking towards the Sun here, okay? It's like going towards the Page of Wands is going towards the Sun. We have the Page of Pentacles who's looking at the Sun. Like it kind of feels like that, but I'm wondering if this is, I'm hearing something that's like codependent. Is that right? Yep, there's something codependent here that I think we need to talk about. Now, again, the energy feels right. I'm wondering if it's like the setting that's not quite. I get the sense that this connection's really important, whatever this is. Again, connection, dynamic, workplace, situation, whatever it is. Again, I don't feel like Spirit wants to take offline the energy you've been in of trusting. Like Spirit wants you to trust, but I think there's an energy of where you're placing that trust that's important. And I think ultimately it's trying to redirect it back into you. There's something about the owl, the way this owl is in this tree. It's like coming further into yourself. It's almost like that's where your trust belongs, not necessarily on like where this bowler is going to like bowl you. Yeah, okay, so I feel like that's it. I feel like there's a little bit here. Let's go deeper. I want to get some more cards on this. Is there more to see with this? Yeah, let's go a little deeper here. I need to get a little bit more clarity because it feels like there's gaps in this. Again, there's like little pieces little pockets you're not quite seeing here. I feel like I said, Spirit's trying to bring out. So what is it? What's missing here? What am I not seeing, Spirit? This top card? That card? Yep, this is definitely around. Okay, this is definitely around connection. Yeah. So I was just getting that really strongly from the beginning that this is around some sort of connection. This could be one that, again, this is whatever you're connected to, okay? people, place, or thing. It is coming out really strongly with a person vibe, okay? Like someone that you're kind of like relying on, or that's interesting. I'm hearing this word very strongly. I'm hearing indebted to. Someone you're indebted to. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, now that's not for everyone. That feels really specific. Okay, or there's a feeling of being indebted to. And it's weird because I feel like, again, you're the bowling ball getting like thrown down the lane. The strike happens, which seems like, you know, it would be a good thing. But I don't know, there's something here that feels like you're not quite the one in control. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. And again, this is coming in as like kind of your energy a little bit, Gemini. And we have Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's so interesting because this should be coming out with an energy of stability. Like the Queen of Pentacles is very stable, right? She's very stable. But both of these cards are coming out in reverse. I just feel like there's, and that was the energy I was getting from the beginning, is there's something unstable here. It's just really hard to like call it, because I feel like on the surface, it seems like things are in sync. It seems like things are in sync. It seems like it's this like sun. It seems like on the surface, things are well. And there's this sort of like, again, synergy in a way, if you see the rainbow between the two cups, but I just don't feel like this is equal. There's something about this Two of Cups that doesn't feel quite right. It doesn't feel quite equal. It's almost like you're having to take the hit of the bowling balls while this person's just doing the bowling and knocking over the soda, you know? Which, you know, I don't know. I'm getting the sense that it just feels like there's something like a little, like your power or your own like trust and faith I feel like needs to be like recentered within you, with this Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like coming back into yourself and your own inner stability. Again, I can't stop thinking about this like codependency. It's almost like being reliant on this bowler to bowl you, when I feel like what Spirit's trying to say is like, you're the bowling ball. You could probably go down this by yourself. Like, I don't know why that's what they're saying, which isn't really how bowling works necessarily, but that's the way it's coming through from Spirit. So it's almost like, again, you're doing all the work here. And why does this feel so off balance? There's something that feels like Two of Cups in reverse, a little bit of Two of Pentacles in reverse. What is this? Let's go deeper. What is Gemini not seeing here? This card? Two of Swords. I said it. I was like, you're not seeing this. Okay, you're not seeing this. Okay, and it's so hard because I almost feel like on the surface it all looks good. Like, again, if I walked into this scene and saw like this bowler and bowling ball and like the whole thing, I'd be like, yeah, this all like makes sense. But there's something around the way the soft drink spills over. There's this like contentment. If you're the bowling ball, you're like, you know, down at the end. I don't know. There's something here that feels like almost like behind closed doors, or just behind the conscious level of awareness. It seems like something's off. Something is off here. Okay, what is it, Spirit? What is it? And yeah, I feel like there's an over-reliance on something. This card, wow, they're just pulling from the top. Okay, yeah, there's an over-reliance on something. That's the truth of it. Hold on. The over-reliance on whatever this thing, person, place is that you know this reading is applying to you with. It feels like there's an over-reliance, and I feel like Spirit's trying to come in with a more like, I'm hearing balanced truth, okay, but wanting to come in with a more balanced truth, and in a way it's almost like for you to see this clearly, because you're not currently with this Two of Swords. It's almost like, again, there are gaps here. There's something missing. Okay, can we get a little bit more? This card, this time. Okay, and then that one. Yeah, I see it. Okay, Spirit. Thanks. All right. Yeah, what? So there's an over-reliance. Can we expand on that a little bit? This top card. One more. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so we have here another card. It says pine tree. This is so interesting. Yeah, I feel like I'm in like a mystery, like trying to like solve this right now. Pine tree, it says vitality, longevity, perseverance. I just get the sense, and this is coming in connected in with this trunk in reverse card. It's almost like this is something that's been going on for a while, or also this connection, whatever it is, feels like it's been going on for a while. Now, it could be a dynamic. It doesn't necessarily need to even mean this person, place, or thing has been in your life long, but it feels like whatever this is, it feels really, I don't know. I say that. Yeah. It actually does feel like it's specific to the situation that you're going through. Okay. But it's, I don't know why this is coming in with like, this has been going on too long, almost like not being able to see it has been going on long enough. And that's why Spirit is kind of coming in with a little bit of like an intervention here, just a bit, wanting you to like really see this clearly. Now, the other card that came out is Preserve. Okay. It's preserve. It says security, forethought, thrift. It's almost like there's, yeah, it's an over-reliance. I don't have another word for it. It's just like all of your sort of like power is placed with this other person, which again, a lot of times when we come into, let's say this is about a connection with another person or other people, it is important that we move into an energy of interdependence. Like we are able to support our own selves. We have a full sense of security, stability within ourselves, and also know that we need to be in connection with others. Like it is both, right? It's I'm with myself and I also can be with others. Like both of those things happen, okay? But I get the sense here, this feels very like enmeshed. There's something enmeshed here and it feels off balance. And I feel like there's some sort of false sense of security coming through whatever this connection is, whatever type of connection this is. Okay, it's like a false sense of security. And that's not in a way, that's not Spirit trying to say you're doing anything wrong or any reason that you should be fearful. Like that's absolutely not this energy. I think Spirit just wants you to see where you're not in full like sovereignty, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that's the way to describe it. Like where you're not in full sovereignty of yourself and where you're giving away power to someone else. And that doesn't mean like, I can't tell based on this energy what that means for the outcome of this connection or this situation or event. That's actually not what Spirit's focusing on here. I feel like what Spirit's trying to flag to you is the fact that this feels like something you just need to attend to. And I feel like it's a way that you're like overextended right now or over reliant. I feel like there's a way that you can come into this dynamic that actually feels more balanced. I feel like there's a way that could work where maybe sometimes you're the bowling ball, sometimes they're the bowling ball. Maybe, right, there's a little bit more of equality. It just doesn't feel like that. And I feel like there's been sort of a sync between you two, like, or these two things, there's been a sync, but I just feel like the workload is unfair. There's something about this Page of Pentacles. It's like the way this person's kind of giving the pentacle just feels like it's almost like giving away their pentacle here. And that's kind of a metaphor for their like inner stability, security, or again, there's something, it's just coming through with a lot of Two of Pentacles in reverse energy. There's something just off balance, okay? I hope this is making sense because that's the way Spirit is communicating it. And I do get the sense here, like you care deeply about this thing, whatever this is. That feels very clear. It's also possible that this other situation has, again, similar feelings, but I just don't feel like it's showing up the way it needs to. There's something about the way this Knight of Swords is riding in. It's just like it's not showing up the way it needs to for it to truly be equal. Even though, like I said, it's almost like, here's an example coming through. I'm just going to list this example or say this example, but it's almost like from the outside, these two people have the perfect marriage. and you see them together and they go to the bowling alley and, you know, they're, you know, just the perfect pairing, okay? Maybe, you know, it's like they have couples friends and everybody sees them as sort of this perfect couple. But then behind doors, you know, what's happening, you know, when they go home or within the dynamics within their relationship, it's actually really off balance. It's something like, for instance, if let's say this is, and I'm just going to give this example because it's the one Spirit's giving. It almost as if, like, if this were a marriage between a man and a woman, for instance, then the woman's, like, again, doing all of the labor, whether it's emotional labor, house labor, like things like that. Like, that's actually what this feels like. And Spirit wanted to be very specific with that example. That feels really important for someone here. Okay. But this could relate to any relationship type. I mean, you know, I'm queer, so like this could relate to any relationship type, any dynamic, any situation. This could be about an employer, this could be about anything, okay? But it almost feels like they wanted to give that example specifically, but that's what it feels like. It's actually like, again, Gemini, you're the bowling ball, and then this other person's the bowler, and they just get to, like, knock over the soda or drink the soda or dust off their hands of it while you're being spun up at the bottom of the lane, having to knock over the pins over. Yeah, knocking all the pins over. That's it. Yeah. So that's honestly what this energy feels like if I had to call it. I feel like, again, it's like, it's not, there's actually no, I want to be very clear here because Spirit wants to be very clear. The blame is not on anyone here. Not you, not this person. Like, that's actually not what this is about. But Spirit wants you to see where potentially, I'm seeing the Seven of Wands in my mind's eye, where boundaries are important. Again, just like the guardrails you'd actually have with bowling. You know how, like, kids sometimes get the guardrails, or some of us do when whatever we feel like it, right? Like, it's almost like that. Like, Spirit is like, that's an example, but it's not perfect to this scene, okay? It's almost like knowing where you're kind of like, I don't know if it's settling for less, or where, again, you're overextended. It feels like where you're overextended, where you're, like, doing things. And again, this feels very subconscious. It's very possible this came through things like the systems of oppression, which I'm talking about in this example of sexism, okay, right? But I feel like Spirit really just, like I said, wants to kind of bring this out of the closet, kind of like you pull a preserve out of the back of the pantry just to see it. And yeah, and Spirit is saying this one is expired. That's what I'm hearing really strong. This one is expired. Okay, now I hope that makes sense. I just feel like this was actually a reading around unearthing something. I'm seeing them, again, pull. It's almost like pulling the kind of preserves out of the back of the pantry. They're also showing, like, you know, earth coming up at the bottom of this trunk tree, or also they're showing, like, what's being stirred up in the cauldron, okay? But Spirit just wants you to see this, so that way I just feel like you can come more into alignment with yourself and, like, what you actually want and actually deserve. And more importantly, for there to be an equal level of work between you and whatever this thing is that's represented by this Two of Cups. All right, Gemini. Well, I hope this reading has been helpful for you. I hope this finds you in the right time and resonates exactly where it needs to resonate for you. It just felt really important that I hopped on today. I think we're going to go into extended. Are we? Oh, yeah. They definitely want to go into an extended. So we're going to go into an extended. I have the information on the extended, as well as booking a personal reading with me, in the description box below. If you feel like this resonated with you, if this caught you in a good time, or this message was helpful for you, if you could just like this video, that lets me know. If you feel drawn to subscribe to this channel, if you feel like the frequency of this channel resonates with you, that would be really cool too. But yeah, Gemini, I'm wishing you a lot of luck. It seems like this is going to be, again, this applies for the next 2 weeks from when it's finding you, but I do feel like this is obviously going to be part of your Mercury retrograde that you're going into if you're watching it as of I'm recording this, which Mercury retrograde starts tomorrow when I do, okay, which actually I think will be the day of when you watch it. I record these the day before. All right, well, Gemini, thanks for being here. I'll see you at our next reading, or I'll see you at the extended. All right, bye for now.